It's a real thing for all of us, for every human being, regardless of gender or sexuality or race, or any of that. Depression is real. But for some reason, I think in the Black community, it's hard to wrap your head around being sick with something that you can't see. And so what you get is, oh, that ain't nothing but the blues. Like, just go down to the church and pray it away. Or like, just let Jesus into your heart, and just like, and it's cool. But my brain, like, give it up for Jesus, but also my brain. Like, I am suffering, and I wanted to die. I didn't know that I was gonna, again, like, I really thought I was gonna talk about some other stuff, but I wrote about depression because it was a huge deal to me. And I'd actually been showing signs of depression since I was 9 years old. But everyone ignored it. I started having panic attacks really young, like 9. And again, everyone ignored it, and it wasn't until I was 19 that I was like, this isn't right. I don't want to live this way. Do not tell me that I'm just being sensitive. Do not tell me that I need to toughen up. There is something medically wrong with me. And I, on my own, went and got help. And I'm so grateful that I did. And that's it's something that, like, your parents and your family, they love you. And it hurts them to know that you're hurting. And a lot of times, instead of seeing you as a person, they see you as a reflection of them. Like, even this book, when you read this book, you will read this book through a veil of your own self. And that's just normal. And so I think when I was telling my mom that, look, I'm depressed and this is a real thing, she couldn't take that because she didn't understand it. She didn't want me to feel that way because of the way it made her feel. Now, I didn't know that I would talk about it, but what happened is there was like a month or something happened where there was like a few months where I had a cousin who took his own life. And I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, I don't get it. Like, how could somebody want to kill them? And I was like, for real? I did. This happens. But she can't understand because that's not her life. But also, I worked with someone who was like this bright, beautiful, intelligent Black woman. And we actually talked about therapy and how important it is and how we don't tell ourselves that we can get it. We don't tell our Black family and friends is something for them. Instead, when they go get help, we're like, oh, what's wrong with you? Like, you all right? You crazy? You little thrown off? But like, no, I've actually just taken the time to talk to myself. And she took her life. And another, I think 2 or 3 Black actors within the same 6 months took their lives. And I just thought, I can't do this. I don't want to. I was so angry because I just don't want somebody who is beautiful and intelligent and is worthy of love and worthy of life to take their life because they don't know that there is an option to get around the darkness. And I understand that. I understand darkness. I understand not being able to see any light. This got real heavy, y'all. I'm gonna get funny in a second. I swear, I'm sorry. But I'm just saying that I understand not knowing or just being very sure that there are no good days ahead of me. And I think that with therapy, with really not even just taking the time. How many of you do something for somebody else every day, all day? Do you know that you can have 45 minutes to an hour just for you, where you don't have to worry about monopolizing the conversation like I'm doing right now, where you don't have to worry about hurting the feelings of someone who you love, who you're talking to. You can't download your emotions in your day with a family member the way you can with a therapist. You just can't. And so I just wanted to talk about that because I want people to know that there's an option regardless of color, regardless of race, and regardless of who's telling you that you're just being too sensitive. Regardless of who's telling you that you just need to go to Jesus. Jesus is so great, but I need medication, man.